and blessings. This is Nubia, I, the Rawful Goddess, the Womb Priestess, and the Holistic Practitioner. Good afternoon, everyone. So I am back from Los Angeles, and I'm feeling amazing. Y'all, I really needed some rest. And I got that. I had 5 days of chilling. I had a most wonderful time, and today I'm going to talk about just chilling time and time to adorn yourself and to love yourself and to take care of yourself. And I really want to talk about sensuality, sexuality, and adornment and true beauty, where I finally figured out where it all comes from. I mean, we heard it before. Your grandma said it, your mama said it, your daddy said it, your granddaddy said it, that beauty is within. And I know it's hard for us when we hear that and we're like, yeah, really? No, well, I want the beauty to be without, right? I want to see it when I look in the mirror. I want to know that it's there, and I want other people to see it as well. And so I think when we say that, we're really asking a question. We're asking a question, well, if this beauty is within, and so therefore that's how it's going to be reflected without, how do I then make sure that I am beautiful within? What makes me That is still what makes me beautiful within. So let me tell you about the 5 days I spent in Los Angeles, California, specifically a town called Glendale. The weather was in the 80s all 5 days. Sun was shining. Glendale is surrounded by mountains. On either side, whether you're driving or walking down the street, on both sides there's mountains that surround you. The sun, I mean, it's a beautiful warmth that just feels, it's like, you know what, it immediately darkens your skin, warms your skin. You just feel amazing. I'll tell you what I did. I got in on last Wednesday, and I chilled most of the Wednesday and that night. And the night was beautiful, it was warm. Brother Tahuti Ma'atra of dhealthstore.com, he is a classy brother. He takes care of his guests, and he take care of them well. I don't care what you got to say about him. I don't care what you think about him. I've experienced this brother. This is my 3rd time flying out to Los Angeles to promote a movie or do a talk or whatever, and it's been top of the line. And so I got to, he hired a driver, and he took me to Whole Foods. I was staying at one of those hotels called the Extended Stay, so I was able to make my own food, really put my own health in my own hands. It was very fitting. And so I had a little short set on. It was all pretty and cute, and I just had a ball. I had a great time. And then I came back and I chilled out, and I really like this one program on HGTV. It's called International House Hunters, specifically International House Hunters. Why do I like it? They're talking about buying property in places all around the world, and it is just something I would love to do. So it suffices the business part of me as well as the travel part of me and the unknown and the excitement, and so I love it. And I ate nothing but grapes and strawberries and smoothies. I brought my little small blender. I had for dinner, I had green salads, and it was just amazing. And I did that Wednesday, and then Thursday I chilled out all day. I took a little walk, and then I came back in and I chilled out more in the hotel and watched my favorite program again and just relaxed and thought about myself and my life. It was so beautiful. As I opened the windows, there were like mountains to look at. It was just breathtaking, right? And so Friday, I finally met up with them a little later, and we filmed for Tahuti Ma'atra's new movie, Detox, and we were in his beautiful home in Glendale, California. His wife is so beautiful. I mean, physically, mentally, spiritually, his home is beautiful. We were out on the patio deck, and that's where we filmed it. So I was in my element. I had these beautiful shorts on and a little tank top, and it just felt like, yes, this is how I'm supposed to be living all of the time, And then then Saturday and Sunday, we we screened the movie on Saturday, and on Sunday we did lectures. Everybody that was in the cast that was there, they did their own individual lectures. So it was just fun. Every day I was raw. Every day I ate well. Every day I rested. Every day I didn't take a walk every day. Some days I did, some days I didn't, but I got sun. And I'm saying all this to say can you look at me? Do I look a little different? Because I feel like I look more relaxed. I feel like my skin is popping. I feel like my skin is just glowing and it's all smooth, because I realize that it's not just the food that's going to make you look beautiful or younger or have beautiful skin. It's the way as women that we take care of ourselves. And most of us, I know you are too. I know you have children. I know you're taking them back and forth to school, picking them up in after school programs, making sure that they get into college and helping them with their college applications and just doing the thing that you do. I know you have a husband that you have to love and take care of and be there for. I know you have jobs, a lot of you, or businesses. And when we're doing all that daily, we actually put ourselves in the back. We actually make ourselves last when we really should be first. And when you're able to go away and you're not in the everyday of getting the kids to school or taking care of the man or being with the man or doing whatever you do, when you're not doing that, you're able to just be with yourself. And really that's the fountain of youth, is the rest, the relaxation, and to only have to think about you. I mean, how many times as sisters do we get to just think about ourselves? So I'm realizing that the aging process probably has more to do with the way, the time we spend to ourselves, the rest and the relaxation, the pampering, adoring of ourselves, than it has to do with actually the food that we eat. Because you can eat great food and be stressed the hell out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that for you anymore. And so my November, it starts November 7th, but I hope that people are going to start buying the intensive. But let me tell you what starts November 7th. Okay, wait. It's called Sensuality, Sexuality, and Adornment. It's my 4-week November intensive, and it is amazing. If people sign up and purchase an intensive, this particular intensive, before November 1st or on November 1st, so on November 1st, before or on November 1st, I will throw in my book, A Raw Life, My Journey from Cooked to Raw Foods, absolutely free. If you buy after that, you won't get that, but you still get the intensive and you get everything that goes with it. It is just a bonus. So why am I talking about this now? I feel so Het Haru. Remember, Het Haru is the Kemetic goddess of love, of beauty, of sensuality, of sexuality, of honey, of jewelry, of dance, of movement, of poetry, of self-expression. She is relationships, the heart. She is the sensual, sexy goddess, and she knows it. And I realized that Het Haru, during those 5 days, she was with me. I felt like every day I looked more and more beautiful. Every day I looked more and more like who I really was, because I was able to be with myself. I was able to take time to love myself from the inside out. And it started to reflect. And it's still reflecting. I took my time. I slowed down. And if you join the intensive, I'm going to show you how to do it at home. I'm going to show you how to do your facial mask. I'm going to show you more about baths. But what I'm really going to show you is where the real beauty lies. When they say the beauty is inside out, nobody told me it meant that keeping your organs cleansed, keeping your blood cleansed is what really makes you beautiful, makes your skin glow, makes your skin get that reddish kind of glow. It's the food, but it's more than the food. It's the nurturing of the organs. As you all know, a week before I left, I actually did the kidney liver. I did the liver packs, the castor oil liver packs. I did that for 3 days on, took 4 days off, and then did 4 days. So basically a total of 7 days. And I know already that started my blood pumping, that started my liver not being as sluggish as it was, and to really move in a way. And then I nurtured myself with all those raw foods and rest and relaxation. And so when you join the intensive, we're going to do the first week, we're going to do raw foods. But I'm going to be very specific. I'm going to tell you, that's not in my book, I'm going to tell you the raw foods that bring out that sensuality, that sexuality, and that real live beauty. because I now know what foods the organs, specific organs in your body likes. Not just your liver, but your kidneys, your spleen, your heart. You know, every organ, your womb, like the foods that I know because I was eating them at the hotel, and the universe was directing me and leading me to these specific foods that I know it's going to start you. You're going to feel sensual. You're going to feel sexy. You're going to want to make love. You want to be made love too. Or you're not going to need to make love because you're going to feel so in love with yourself. That's what this next intensive is about. Tell the truth. Do you feel like sometimes you just dragging along? That you're not really taking care of yourself as a woman, like maybe the way you used to do, that you're running outside looking any old way, that you're forgetting to put on your cute shoes or your dress that accentuates your beautiful shape, or you're not working out, or you're just forgetting about yourself. You're going out with scarves on your head that ain't cute, you know, the ones you sleep with, or whatever. Do you feel like you're not in the mood to make love to your husband or your man or your boyfriend or your partner or your lover? Are you feeling like you feel dull? You need to revamp yourself. You need a new hairstyle or a new color in your hair, or any of those things that you're just looking tired and haggard? And are you just tired of it? Do you realize, do you say to yourself, I know inside of me there is a sexy, sensual being? Because we're going to go back and see where you lost her. That's what we're going to do in intensive. We're going to do our second week. We're going to talk about how we lost her, where we lost her, how we lost her, when we lost her, what happened, and how we can get her back. Because see, our beauty, our sacred, divine, feminine beauty as women is so powerful. And not to get people to do things they otherwise would not do, but to attract those people who see our beauty, our inner beauty that shines from within and shines from without at that point, right? They see it and they can't help but want to give it to us because it's not coming from some artificial place. It's coming from the Creator. It's coming from the Goddess. It's coming from the Divine. It's coming from the Most High. It's coming from your higher self. That's who we're resurrecting. So what's going to happen to you in this intensive? You're going to get over some of those sexual violations that you may have had in your early experiences in life. You're going to laugh more, smile more, be more open to people coming into your life. You're going to learn about your body language and how you keep people and you repel people from coming next to you or near you. You're going to learn how to open up your body in ways that you never did before so that you could get that promotion, so that you could get that work that you really want, so you could start that business, so you could move to that location. You know, when you are sensual, to me, sensuality is synonymous with passion for life. When you are sensual, it really is no magic. There's no magic thing called sensuality that only some have. It's when you're so open to your divine within. You're so open to what you're passionate about, or just passion in general, because for most of us, it's about being passionate about life. That's what sensuality really is. It's not the clothes you wear, or the way you walk, or the makeup you wear, or the way you wear your hair. It's way more than that. It's this zest and zeal for life. And I want to show you how to have that. If you feeling like you rough around the edges, that you could, and I don't mean just in your demeanor, but in the way you feel inside, that you just don't feel like putting things together and getting yourself together. You know what? When you're trying to do it, it's not going to work. When you're forcing yourself to put that outfit on, or do your hair, or put some natural lipstick on, or whatever that thing that makes you feel beautiful, the reason why it doesn't last is because it's not coming from a real place. So you haven't cleansed yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. You haven't cleansed your organs. You don't know the correlation between the way your organs operate and how beautiful you'll look, but also how beautiful you'll feel, how energetic you feel. So it's a real connection to that. And I'm not saying you have to be a raw foodist to be an intensive or even become one. I'm saying if you add these foods to your life in the first week, it's going to open up that womb and release a lot of that mucus that makes you feel tired. It's gonna allow that liver to do the work that it does to filter things, to allow things to leave your body. Because you're gonna learn how to allow things to leave your life. We're going to talk about the bendies that we wear for spirituality, also for beauty, the kohl eye liner that we wear around our eyes for many spiritual reasons. We're going to talk about waist beads. I'm going to show you mine. I have 8 or 9 waist beads. I'm going to tell you what they mean, why we wear them, where we can get more from, what they do for the womb, how they make you so sensual and sensual. We're going to talk about going to bed a little earlier and what sleep does for our beauty. We're going to talk about allowing ourselves to be more passionate about everything that we do, not just sex. And we're going to allow ourselves to be who we naturally are, which is really sensual sexual beings. We're going to learn about adorning ourselves in sacred ways that bring out the best in us, but more than that, the best in everyone else. We are so amazing as women. So what I learned during these 5 days on this journey, and that's what I really will call it when I was down in LA promoting the movie Urban Kryptonite, is a man cannot heal a woman. I mean, a man can give you herbs and that'll make you feel better. He may be able to do energy work on you and that'll make you be more open. But the healing that women need, it has to come from other women. They don't have the womb. They have not had babies. They have not had abortions. They have not had C-sections. They have not had tubal pregnancies. They have not had those things. They don't know what it is to be violated by a man. And some of them do, actually. They don't know what it does to the womb to hold on to those unhealed hurts from past relationships. They don't know what it means to be abandoned as a little girl, which is different than being abandoned as a little boy. There's just things that they will not know. And I know because I was around a lot of men who were saying a lot of things, and only a woman I felt like could get it. They don't know that we just can't open our legs to everybody and just be free. Just be free. Just if you want to see somebody you want to have sex with, just do it. That does not work for a sacred woman. When you have sex with us, we together. We want a relationship. We're connected to you. We're connected by cords. We're connected by energy. We're connected. When you come in us and you're not as clean as you could be, that affects us. When you're lying or cheating on us or stealing, that affects our wombs. And so in this Sensuality, Sexuality, and Adornment, the November intensive that starts November 7th, but please start buying your spaces now, in that we're going to let go of those things that are keeping us from our greatest beauty. If we're tired, if we're in pain, if our liver hurt or our kidney hurt or our lower back hurts or our womb hurts or our womb is excessively bleeding, we ain't going to feel sexy. We're not going to feel beautiful. And I want that because I know the power in it. People think women got the idea that it's power because your body's so fine and you can get a man to do whatever you want, and if you give him a little something, he'll do more. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not the power that I'm talking about. I'm saying that when you feel really good, then you attract other people who feel really good. Because you could be beautiful and sexy and get a man to do what you want and then give him sex to do what you want. And guess what? You feel terrible because he's not of his highest, because he doesn't really respect you, because he doesn't know who and what you are. And he can't know who and what you are. It's not his fault if you don't know who and what you are. It was definitely confirmed for me and my spirit that I am definitely the womb priestess. And that my specialty, although I talk about raw foods and I am the raw food goddess, my specialty is womb healing. My specialty is sensuality, sexuality, and adornment. My specialty is women taking care of themselves in every holistic way possible. We're going to have so much fun in the November intensive because I saw when we did it in the Women Who Run With the Womb, my private coaching group, that will be open back in December. So join. There'll be instructions on the website, not now, but closer to the time that we will be opening up to new members. we had a ball in Sensuality, Sexuality, and Adornment. We were manifesting, attracting, letting go of, bringing in. It was magic. To be a happy woman, to be a happy black woman, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. And it's becoming rare to depend on yourself, to love yourself, to know that whatever you want, whoever you want, whatever you want, you can have it, that you can have choices, that you don't have to sit around going, well, you know, it's only a few good black men and all of them are married, and the other ones are gay, and the other ones are locked up in jail. You ain't going to say that no more. Because you're going to have them coming after you in ways that you never expected. Oh, there's only so many people that can be Oprah Winfrey. There's only so many people that can be that rich and famous. No, that could be you. Because everything is attracted to beauty. Everything is attracted to happiness. Everything is attracted to joy. As Reverend Ike says, money loves happy people. Money loves happy people. I want that for you. I realize if I could say my mission, I want women, and particularly black women, because I know the pain we've suffered. I've seen how hurt we've been. I want us to be happy and whole and complete. I want us to be able to stand on our own too with smiles and joy and just walking and being, and everybody sees it and wants to be around it. I want to do that for you, and I want to do it with you. So I'm like super excited about the November intensive. You can go to my website at www.theblackberrybeauty.com. It is $97. I do take payment arrangements, but if you want those payment arrangements, I would suggest that you get in touch with will go onto my website or send me an email. My secretary will get it and she'll make arrangements. I'm not going to keep the arrangements going for long. So I was going to stop on November 1st. If you want to make the arrangements, you have to do it by the 1st. I'm going to extend it to the 7th. But I suggest that if you don't need the arrangements, you don't have to take them. It's only $97. And if you've taken an intensive with me, and you never use your coupon for another one, it's only $87. It's less than $100 to invest in you. This will change your life. You think you don't have time to rest? You don't really understand what rest provides for you? I would love to help you. I'm going to help you with your raw foods, or the foods that are actually the sexy foods, the sensual foods, those healing foods, and what parts of the body is healing. Because once your organs are operating at its optimal level, I'm telling you, you will feel and look amazing. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to really play dress up. You know, we're going to be girls again. And we're going to stay that way. The most beautiful, sexiest, and a powerful woman is a woman who is in touch with her girl side. And when you're in touch with that girl side, can't nobody take that from you. I know these relationships we've been through have made us hard, or broken, or not believing, or not trusting. So we're so disconnected from the innocence of a little girl that we start to look like a hard woman, even if we're not hard, or even if we're not that old. We don't want to look older than we are. We want to look as young as we feel. And so we have to feel better. And I want to help you do that. Anyway, it starts November 7th. Please sign up now, because I know that space is limited. And we're getting closer to filling up, but there's still time. I want you to be a part of it. You can sign up until the very day of November 7th, which is next Friday, and I will send you all your course materials. For those that sign up by the 1st of November, you get my free book, and it's going to be fun. I'm just so excited. So, great time in Los Angeles. I am definitely the womb priestess. I am definitely here for women. I definitely have information for you, because I'm doing the work, and I know you want to do the work, and I know a lot of you have started the work. Come on into the intensive. I'm asking people that used to be in Women Who Run with the Womb, if you really enjoyed this intensive when you was in it, and you're not in the group anymore, but you still want to be in intensive, I invite you back to come into the intensive. I invite people that have taken another intensive, especially people that just took the intensive healing abandonment issues. This really is part 2 to that. This is where the fun begins, right? And I invite every new member and anybody that's hearing this right now come on in. If you can, treat a friend. I'll have a special something for you. If you bring a friend and they pay the full price of $97, you get a free 30-minute consultation from me for referring another person who actually pays for the consultation. More goodies to come. Anyway, I love you all with all of my heart. LA was amazing. And what I learned is when I take time for myself, when I rest, when I adorn myself, when I eat wonderful foods, when my mind is settled, and when I know who I am, I can keep giving to the people that I love, because and only if I keep giving to myself. Love you all with all my heart. This is Nubia, I, the raw food goddess, the womb priestess, and the holistic practitioner, and I'm sending you an abundance of sensuality, sexuality, and adornment. Peace and blessings.